Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. An ultimate team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Brady now on first down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Brady again. He finds Beckham, complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arms
to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell. It looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Brady will try again on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And it appears they'll go for it here on fourth down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Brady going to go on fourth down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now it's Stafford. Flush to his right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
All right, boys, here we go.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Bears on third. 49 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On the counter, it's Procise. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Stafford now to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. C.J. Procise taking it in. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let him run it in. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them. But it's favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. Brady to throw on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll make it third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Here's Brady, and he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
He's got time. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On the handoff, this is Procise. Down right around the 25. A gain of 3, second down. Second down following the run.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Red zone opportunity. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Stafford over the middle to Smith. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. This is Procise on the carry. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Likely, you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he
takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. C.J. Prosise. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And he puts it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They'll come out in the pistol. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
They'll run here. It's Murray. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he's got Fitzgerald. That one good for 21 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? From the gun, it's Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Brady going to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that brings up 4th down.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. It
always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the side.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Dontari Poe with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
You ready?
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. Going deep this time for Miller. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Brady. That's caught at the 3. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Let's go! Like 20!
So now it's 1st and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Lavonte David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Stafford. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and that'll bring up a fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. So they will go for it. Stafford. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Really nice job there, showing the mobility, getting outside and creating something. I mean, that's good on any down. When you're going for it on fourth, that's a big play.
And it wasn't designed at all. Not a designed play for him to bootleg out or get outside the pocket. That's just feeling pressure, knowing where to exit. And as you mentioned, finding the first down on a fourth down play.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a third and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
12 yards to go on third down.
Set, waiting.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis.
Well, Brandon, lo and behold, someone tried to throw the ball on Revis Island. Now we know why you don't attempt to do that.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Back now in the East Bay. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. That was second down run for Murray. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. He was looking for DeMarco Murray out of the backfield. And it's 4th down.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Wait 20. Wait 20. Learn.
Now Brady got to have this one. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Can't can't get away, and Brady will go down. Hey, David, able to drop him for a loss of 4. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Now Brady, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
When you hear screen, screen, screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part 2 of the screen, he forgot part 1, couldn't get the ball. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's got room. A great read, and it's picked off. There he goes left side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's a carry now for Mike Gillislee. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They stay on the ground. This is Gillislee again. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This is Gillislee. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it 4th down after 1.
How many times do we hear from coaches getting north and south as a runner, especially in short yardage situations? I'd say 3rd and 1 counts. That didn't happen there.
Instead, they went backwards. They'll run for it with a fullback, DeMarco. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run with Procise. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Sam Acho there for the stop.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Ready, 3-9.
Here's Gillisley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lavonte David. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. 2nd down, Rivers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That one intended for Anquan Bolden. And it's 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense.
Ready,
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I believe I understand where the offense was going there. They just hit a big pass play, thought they could fool him with a run, but maybe they overthought it a little bit. Just hit a nice pass, come back with another one, keep the momentum going.
Rivers now on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And we'll see what the decision is here as they've got a 4th and 1 coming up. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Now Rivers on fourth down, and it is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out, and the Panthers will get the football back. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner, and he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League. He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. C.J. Prosise from 17 yards out. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And his kick is good. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Rivers on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
On third down, Rivers. And incomplete here on third down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. Now this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Play clock winding down. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Now it's 2nd and 7. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. Back to throw. Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. There he goes right side. Touchdown, Carolina. C.J. Prosise with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers strike. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's going to let it go again. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Stopped him in his tracks. To throw is Rivers. He's got the hook up to Lee. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered cover. He's either too fast or too strong. Zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly. It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Rivers, he's going to air one out, and that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target. Deep down, 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, and you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
They'll run it. This is Prosise. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. Now Stafford on third and goal. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's caught at the 2. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And tough starting field position here.
I know coaches always tell us that they make decisions about these types of plays, this type of a fake, earlier in the week to take the emotion out of the deal. I don't know that that was really true here. This one felt like all of a sudden, hey, I have a feeling about it. Let's go ahead and get it, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, I know one thing. They wish they had it back.
Yeah, they certainly do, but the buck stops with the head coach on that one. He has to green light that attempt.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's
now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Now it's Wilson, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Only a yard on the 3rd down throw, and that leads to a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it, they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And this throw will be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.